Hey everybody, we're going to be doing our next update for the Kimura Trap System 2.0. Alright, and this one is the Kimura Trap to a knee bar. Alright, and we had a guest instructor come in from Brazil, Evandro Nunez, who's a brown belt world champion, and now he's a black belt. And I remember when he came in to help me prepare for ADCC, he had an exceptional knee bar. It's like a very, very good knee bar, like one of the best guys I've seen with knee bars, and that sort of inspired me to do this next technique, because once I started training with him a lot, I started doing a lot more knee bars, and when I'm doing my Kimura Trap, I realized I can segue into the knee bar pretty easily. Alright, so I'm going to show you the setup for it and how particular techniques on how to make sure this knee bar gets finished and how you can switch back and forth. So go back. Okay, so let's break this down. So in this situation, I'm starting from side control. I'm going to have a Kimura locked up, but let's say he's defending real well, he's grabbing his shorts, and he's got this grip very solid. Alright, so you don't feel that you're going to get a good chance to break the grip yet. All I'm going to do is I'm going to step over in between his legs, okay, and now I'm just going to hook, boom, right here. Okay, so I'm figure four-ing my own legs and attacking that knee. And the whole time I still have my Kimura. Okay, so I'm not letting go of the Kimura, I'm just trapping the knee there. Okay, and from here, once I have the grip real solid, I can let go and come up for the foot. Alright, ideally attacking at the heel, alright, both hands on the heel. And you have options. I could drop back this way. Okay, and again, you can keep the figure four nice and tight. You want to have pressure kind of low, like towards his butt. Okay, so this leg here, this one here. Okay, everything nice and tight. Both hands on the heel. All right, my knees are trying to pinch together if I'm using this figure four. All right, and I'm pulling the heel like this. Okay, so I'm twisting as I pull in, all right? And so far, that was all arm. I haven't used my hips yet, okay? I also want to use my hips by extending my hips forward, okay? As I crank the leg here, boom. Okay, so that's if I was doing a figure four. I could also have the ankles crossed like this, and if I'm crossing my ankles are pushing down into his butt as my knees pinch together. And then everything else is the same. Alright. So again, we're here. I have the Kimura grip. He's defending. Boom. I'm stepping over. Okay, and when I step over, my goal is to try to get my hips on top of his hips. Okay, so rather than being here and like this, okay, I'm going to come up on top. Alright, and what's going to make sure that you have this leg trapped is when you do this figure four real tight. Alright, it's going to be hard for him to reclaim this leg. Okay, even if I let go of his arm and I'm right here, okay, if he tries to try to get on top of me, or try to get my back, okay? As long as I'm sitting on his hips here, I have good control of this leg, and you could camp out here. Usually what happens is that people are sitting like side to side with him, and here he can come around. Yeah, he said he can come in here, and this is a strong position for him to defend, and he can lock up, and this is real hard to fight from for the knee bar. Okay, you still have stuff you can do here, but you're not as dominant as a position when I'm right on him like this. Okay, so when you're again hips right on top of his hips, you have most control of the leg, and you could take your time to attack. Now, the alternate way of finishing this, okay, is to fall to the opposite side. So once I am sitting up on this leg and I got everything locked up, I'll fall this way here. And everything else is the same for the finish, okay? And driving my hips in, pulling up, okay? The difference here is that it's a little harder for him to get to me, all right? Because of the way we're landing. Like a lot of times his bottom leg would be the leg that he would use to help defend himself, all right? So we scoot in a little bit here. Okay, so here a lot of times this leg they'll try to use to defend, all right? But from this position it's completely like worthless here, all right? If we switch sides, here the leg is in action. You see how he could kick out my arm from behind and he can actually use this leg effectively. But when you fall the other way, the leg is killed so that he doesn't have that option. All right, so again, if you could fall either way, that side, that is when this free leg is on the bottom, gives him less defense. All right, because you have either one of those two options. Okay, so that's going from the Kimura to the knee bar. Okay, now another way that you can combine these techniques is, again, I'm here, I'm attacking for the leg, and he figure fours his leg, he's defending well, and I'm trying to break the grip, and he starts sitting up to try to wrap around my body, all right, and trying to protect himself, even like this, for example, because he's trying to get real close to me, and he's trying to protect his leg. So when this happens, I attack the Kimura now. Okay, and now we've switched knee bar to Kimura. Okay, so now here I don't really care about the knee bar anymore. Now I'm looking to attack for this. If he gets on top of me, he'd be pretty much done right here, all right? If I keep him there. So a lot of times he might go flat again, all right? If I'm here, he might try to get real tight and I could just follow him through. But either way, you could essentially switch back and forth between the Kimura and the knee bar. So one of the situations from the series that I usually get this from is when the guy's behind me. Take this in force there, yeah. And I roll him over to the side. So I get the Kimura grip here, he's behind me. I'll trap the leg and I'll sweep. Boom. Okay. So while I have the Kimura, I still have him under control. All right, and then, boom, I can step in between the legs, all right, and I can look to attack this near side, or I could try to step over and he half guards me, boom, and then I can lock up that leg and come in for the knee bar as well. He defends, he sits up, he gets a good body lock, all right, boom, I come back into my Kimura, okay, and then I can take top position. I can drop back into my half guard with it. I mean, a lot of things you can do there. So this is adding the knee bar into the Kimura trap game. So I could do the Kimura from side mount, Kimura from the half guard, okay, from top position. He starts to defend. I switch to the knee bar. Boom, I'll take it there. Or if I'm in the knee bar, he starts wrapping around my body to try to pull himself in. I attack with the Kimura and put him on his back. All right, so these are two transitions that I've used a lot actually, all right, since I started training and started using my knee bars a lot more. And again, it's going to completely catch the guy off guard because the last thing someone's thinking when you're attacking their arm is you're going to go for their leg and vice versa. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, but there's plenty more coming up in the Kimura Trap System 2.0 live webinar on March 20th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. All you have to do to register for the webinar is put your name and email on the form to the right and click Get Access Now. You'll get an email with the credentials so that you can log in on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time and get free access to all the Kimura Trap updates.